In the shadows of Gotham City, intelligence can be more dangerous than any weapon. And no one embodies that truth better than Edward Nigma, the Riddler. In Detective Comics Annual Number 8, released in 1995, writer Chuck Dixon and artist Kieran Dwyer take us deep inside the labyrinth of his mind. This isn't just another Batman versus villain story, it's a slow-burn psychological thriller that explores obsession, intellect, and the fragile line between genius and madness. The comic opens with Nigma confined in Arkham Asylum, not plotting his next elaborate riddle, but sitting in silence, calculating, waiting, thinking. A psychiatrist has taken an interest in him, determined to uncover the secrets behind his compulsive need to challenge Batman. Dixon's writing immediately sets a tone of quiet tension. The dialogue is crisp and layered with double meanings, as if each line is a riddle in itself. Instead of relying on action or spectacle, the story unfolds through conversation, proving that psychological warfare can be far more dangerous than fists or gadgets. As the session deepens, we're drawn into Nigma's fragmented memories, his childhood traumas, his insatiable curiosity, and the birth of his obsession with riddles. He wasn't born evil, he was born curious, a boy desperate for recognition in a world that overlooked him. Riddles became his way of controlling chaos, of forcing people to see how clever he was. But the tragedy is clear. His intelligence became both his gift and his curse. The more brilliant he became, the more isolated he felt. And that isolation is what transformed him into the criminal mastermind we know. Dixon paints the Riddler not as a joke, but as a tragic intellectual, a man driven to crime not by greed, but by a desperate need for acknowledgement. His crimes are elaborate cries for validation, coded in wordplay and wrapped in logic. Kieran Dwyer's art captures this mental chess game with stunning precision. Gotham feels close and claustrophobic, heavy with shadows, narrow hallways, and sterile therapy rooms. Each panel feels like a glimpse into a prison, not just of stone, but of the mind. The color palette, full of deep greens, purples, and mute colors, reflects Nigma's duality, intellect and madness intertwined. Dwyer uses light sparingly, highlighting Nigma's face in moments of realization or manipulation. Every smirk, every arched eyebrow tells a story. What makes this story resonate is its subtle exploration of identity and purpose. The Riddler isn't just a villain seeking attention, he's a man trying to prove his own existence through intellect. He defines himself by being smarter than everyone else. But that same pride isolates him completely. By the end, we realize that Nigma's riddles are really cries for connection. Each one is a message, a plea to be understood. But in his arrogance, he's trapped himself in an endless cycle. He can't stop proving he's smarter, even when it costs him his humanity. It's this tragic irony that makes the story powerful. We pity him, we fear him, and yet in some ways, we understand him. Unlike many Batman comics that leaned on action and spectacle, Detective Comics Annual Number 8 slows things down. It takes its time, dissecting one of Gotham's oldest rogues with empathy and intelligence. Dixon doesn't just write about crime, he writes about compulsion, about what drives people to create, destroy, and repeat the same mistakes. And in doing so, he gives us one of the most emotionally layered portrayals of the Riddler ever printed. It's a story that feels as relevant today as it did in 1995. In an era obsessed with being clever, with proving ourselves online, in arguments, in constant comparison, Edward Nigma becomes a symbol of that modern obsession taken to the extreme. In a world of chaos, some people find comfort in solving puzzles. For the Riddler, those puzzles became his prison. Detective Comics Annual Number 8 is more than a Batman comic. It's a psychological study of obsession, intellect, and isolation. Chuck Dixon's writing is sharp and thoughtful, while Kieran Dwyer's art captures every ounce of tension and emotion. If you've ever thought the Riddler was just a gimmick villain, this issue will make you see him in a whole new light. It's a must-read for any Batman fan. This has been a deep dive into Detective Comics Annual Number 8. If you enjoyed this overview, be sure to like and subscribe for more in-depth reviews and breakdowns of classic Batman stories. Please also consider purchasing the official comic to enjoy the story for yourself. Thanks for watching.